13th, 2021, here with your live show. We're live 7 days a week. We're live 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Of course, I'm Mitch, and we're joined by our group of regulars. You know, some days you get on here, and it's like, you know, you had a killer day the day before. Some days you got absolutely smoked, and some days like this, it's like, man, you just wish you could start all over again. But, you know, that is what sports handicapping and sports betting is. You know, sometimes the games you have won, you don't win. Sometimes the games you have lost, you do win. And sometimes you win them all, and sometimes you don't win any. And sometimes, well, sometimes the games get canceled, but what the hell? Well, hopefully they don't get canceled today because I feel a heater coming on.
Hi, it's Mitch from PickDawgz.com.
Oh, for sure. These games have to be high drama.
Here we go again.
I'm going to go big and see what happens.
Hi, it's Mitch from PickDawgz, and we are 15 days away from our Become a Capper contest. I am so excited that we'll have two new cappers joining us once again this year. At least we hope we do, if we can get two people to enter our contest. A little different rules this year, and you know, we'll be posting those very shortly. The way to find out, follow us on Instagram. Joe, what's our Instagram called?
It's PickDawgz.
PickDawgz. Very confusing there. So I'm sure we'll get some emails. What's your Instagram? You know, but it's PickDawgz. And then our Twitter, which is PickDawgz. So,
Exactly.
yeah. So just follow those two. We'll be posting the instructions there. And then also I'll be shooting out an email today, just basically saying what I just said. I'm not going to have any rules or anything there, but Joe and I are going to put the final rules together within the next day or so. We'll start posting the rules. This way we can answer all your questions, all the concerns, listen to all of the people that say, I can't do this, or I can't do this, or I can't do this. And the answer is going to be the same. Well, I'm sorry, then you won't be a handicapper on our website this year. And that's pretty much the way it's going to go. I can tell you a few things off the bat that the rules are going to be. It's going to be a maximum 3 picks a day. It's going to be 1 to 3 picks a day. Money line bets, the maximum amount of a money line bet that you can do is plus 175 or minus 175 odds. So if you do you can do money line bets that are greater than plus 175, but if they win, you'll only be given plus 175 in credits. Yep. If it's if it's more than minus 175 odds, it's automatically a loss. Is the way that that's going to work. It'll be minus 100 on that. Everyone's eligible to play, but if you are just using this as a platform to advertise your own sports picking site or anything like that, you'll be removed from the contest. Everyone will have to be a real person that's in the contest. Your logo and stuff on Instagram and Twitter does not have to be, but there's a video component to entering your picks that will happen twice a week, that you'll have to do it. I believe we'll just pick 2 days a week, maybe like Tuesdays and Fridays or something. Your picks will have to be video picks. So if you're not a real person, you're going to really struggle with that part because you're going to have to look into the camera and give your picks that way. So clown emoji probably not going to get it done for there.
Yeah, and you can't wear a mask and pretend like you're a Halloween character coming on. You have to actually show your face.
Yeah.
So I can't be Captain
Anyway, I'm
Obvious.
throwing that rule out there, Mitch, just in case someone tries to do that.
Yeah, and you know, I expect that people are going to do well, and I expect that some people will struggle, but we'll have a kind of like, you know, the Masters golf tournament. You know, it'll be like anyone within 10 strokes of the lead, you know, will remain in the contest. After 15 days in, anyone more than 2,000 units off the leader will be eliminated from the contest. So we won't, you know, you'll have a chance to catch up, but it's got to be within reason. So a chance for a really hot capper to put some people out of the contest, and a chance for other people to, you know, to have motivation to stay in. And also, you know, for other people, you know, we'll have another contest next year. So just the way it'll work. But I'm excited about it, and we've had some really good success in the past. I know that on our site alone, 3 cappers have come from contests. So, yeah.
And it was nuts. They were lost. So it was close. It wasn't like it was a blowout. One guy won it and won by a mile.
No. They're
I'm gonna say that the top 10 in both contests last year were all in huge plus monies. Like both contests. It was a good contest.
But the thing is that with the video component, that there is a chance. Like even if you don't win, I get the final say. You could there's still a chance that you would still be able to join us if you did well in the competition and your videos, your video presence is there and your write-ups are there, so it's like, there's more to it than just winning the contest. There's other, people that are good cappers and just, it might not be that they did a bad job. It just means that somebody might have done better, but it's like, it doesn't mean that we're not interested in, I've thought about opening another site as well, kind of like a farm league, like Wager Talk does with Sports Memo. We could do like Mitch's Memo or something.
There you go.
Mitch Memo.
Mitch Memo. I love it. That's a great name.
Who's Brian? What do you think of that? Brainstorm. Mitch Memo?
I don't know. I think you can come up with a better name than that.
No, we don't want a better name. There is no better name than that. We could have like
Memo.
All right, whatever you say. You're the boss.
We could have like Jackie Shirley instead of Jesse Shirley. And we could do videos that get like 6 views. That'd be awesome.
HotDiggityDawgz.com.
No, Mitch Memo. I like Mitch Memo.
I like Mitch Memo too. I think it's a great name.
I think Mitch Memo would be good. We could have like, what's his name? Doctor. Instead of Dr. Chuck, we'll have Dr. Luck. No,
Dr. Luck's a great name.
Dr. Love.
Dr. Love.
Yes.
The Love Doctor.
Oh man. I don't know. We'll have. Yeah, we're gonna have a whole post of all the rules, everything. It's all gonna be on Twitter and on Instagram. The full thing, everything you need to know, the complete package. We're just ironing up a couple things, lessons that we've learned from past contests, to incorporate into the rules, and things that a lot of that stuff and stuff that is just standard, that we would want, people that we want and don't want. Like, it's like, what if somebody wins and they're an asshole,
Yeah.
So what happens then? Then, there can only be one of me, right? It's enough. We got enough.
Yeah, you've got that end covered, Mitch.
Thanks, Joe. Thanks for having my back.
I'm joking.
It's a pretty sharp knife you got there.
I'm just joking with you.
But anyways, so we'll be talking about the contest, of course, every day. And, you also, if you want more stuff, I'm going to send out an email today as well at PickDawgz and Sports Chat. There's a sign-up box on the site. You should be able to find that fairly easily. If you email me asking for it or just send you the email, it's not going to happen. So don't bother. But I will try and send an email. I haven't been sending emails, but I'm going to start doing that again. I used to always send out pick emails and stuff, and we have so many things that I've wanted to email everyone about. We have a good list. Just haven't used it much. But it is like a really cool thing because we have all sorts of offers and stuff. We can do. People ask me about stuff like this and the betting tools and all that other stuff. It's like, man, we do not use our list, but we will be again. Someone stole my list. That's the problem,
Oh, that's not good.
No, it's not good. So I'm really I don't want I don't want people to feel that their stuff is unsafe,
Yeah. Absolutely.
I mean, everyone knows who stole it, so you guys know. Anyways, let's get to Monday Night Football. Yesterday, I'll admit it, I busted out yesterday. It was just terrible. It was like, I would say, I had in the early games, I had a chance, in 2 games, teams were covering the spread and then did not cover. Brian's Jaguars beat me. And then late, the Denver Broncos have 4th and inches, driving right down the field. They're on the 20-yard line, going for the tying touchdown. And the guy fumbles, and they run it all the way back for a touchdown. So instead of a tie game, it's now a 14-point lead for the Eagles and game over. It was about as brutal as it gets. But that's the NFL. That happens, and those days are going to happen. And it's like, it's not that someone out-handicap me or beat me or anything like that. The football takes funny bounces. I mean, Denver was clearly whipping their ass. I mean, they were clearly going to take the lead. They were clearly going to tie the game and go on to win. It was like every time the Eagles couldn't hold the lead in that game. So it's like that's football. That's why they play the games. You think Washington could beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers if they play 20 times? You think they could beat them 3 times out of 20? I seriously doubt it.
I think you should give Jalen Hurts a little bit more credit because he had some nice passes. He was running the ball when he needed to. I mean, Eagles aren't going to beat anybody.
No. I lost the game. Okay. I lost the game. The Eagles played well. They put points on the board, but we know that they're chokers, and we know that we know that if Denver gets that first down there, they probably march right down and get a touchdown in the next play or two, and you have a tie game again. They had a 10-0 lead. They had blown that. Then they had another 10-point lead, and they were ready to blow that. And it was like, but that's the NFL, and that is football. That's what happens. And then Derek Carr just sucks. I mean, I'm not betting on him ever again. He sucks. He's terrible, man. He's in the Goff conversation.
Yeah. There's not many games where I throw my remote and storm upstairs and don't finish watching.
I don't even understand what he's doing. What are you doing?
Yeah.
And it's like, if you have a quarterback where you can't get protection, well, you got one of the better mobile quarterbacks right there on the bench and probably one of the better backups in the NFL. Give him a shot. It's not going to be any worse than that. It's not. But it is.
Not. So I don't understand why they didn't give him a shot either.
Yeah,
like,
it is what it is. It is what it is. These weeks happen, and weeks that go the total opposite way happen. It's just, that is NFL. I've always said, not one of my favorite sports, and it's never been one of my better sports. And maybe that's why it's not one of my favorites. But, it's never been one of my better. But
I think you give Mariota a shot there. But.
Yeah, you give him a shot.
Well, I'm not the coach, I'm not the
I mean,
coach.
Carr hasn't had bad numbers this year, but Mariota is one of the better backups in football. So
yeah, absolutely. They should have just pulled Carr.
Yeah, give him a shot. What the heck? You got nothing to lose. Don't get that.
It is what it is. And
yeah, I'm back to hating the Raiders.
Yeah, well, these days happen. These days happen. These games happen. These days happen. We live and learn. But one thing that we also have to keep in mind is that the NFL is always will be, and always has been a week-to-week league. It has never been like consistency just across the board every single week. We just don't see it. So, 2 weeks ago, the Cowboys were the best team in the NFC. Last week, they were done. And this week, well, they're the best team in the NFC again because they beat the Atlanta Falcons at home. I mean, come on.
Their offense is pretty potent, though.
Yeah, it depends on who you're playing. They didn't look potent 2 weeks ago against Denver.
No, they had an off week, though. It was just a bad week. I'm not a Cowboy fan by far.
No, I'm just saying, it's like
offense.
I'm just saying they can be had. I think anybody in this league can be had.
Anybody can be had. Yeah, anybody in the NFL can be had. This is definitely a week-to-week league.
On draft day, I got death threats for saying they should have taken Mac Jones in San Francisco over Trey Lance. I mean, I literally got death threats.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I think they should be. They should be sending Trey Lance the death threats, or John Lynch, who made that draft choice. Instead of me.
I thought the Chargers was surprising how bad that they played yesterday.
My old roommate Brian Hasty is really good at picking games after they're over, giving out his picks now instead of giving them out, before the games. Really,
that Chargers played terribly yesterday. They killed me. Absolutely.
Take Washington on the money line.
Tell us all your losers, Brian. I think that would be more impressive.
Play Washington on the money line. Easy one. Yeah, yesterday was just a mixed bag. You had some nice plays and some bad plays. So. It was a mixed bag yesterday.
I am 100% in games I get to pick after they're over. I have a sign to prove it.
Oh no, Wentz.
Just tell me, where do I put the parlay in? I want Washington on the money line, the Panthers on the money line, and the Vikings on the money line. I want to put that parlay in. Where do we put it in?
I kind of like where I have Ric Flair now. I kind of cover him up. I got to move Rick. You know, he's kind of covered up. I kind of sit right in front of him, right?
Right.
Woo! Limousine riding, jet plane flying. Anyways, Monday Night Football, Brian. Two lousy quarterbacks going at it in this one. Matt Stafford, clearly responsible for the Detroit debacle, as we saw last week.
I don't think he's horrible.
Jimmy Garoppolo, straight ass.
For me in this game, I'm going to go. I don't think there's any huge advantage towards the over or under in this one, but I'm going to lean towards the under here. If you look at the Niners defense, they're special. They're better against the pass. I think they're ranked number 6th overall defense against the pass. So I think the Rams are going to come out and try to run the ball. The Niners offense is pretty sad with no real quarterback leading the way. And the Rams defense will want to make up for that lackluster performance. I think we see more of a defensive game that goes under the number. It's not going to go way under the number, but I think the under is the way to go on Monday Night Football.
How about you, Rod?
I think I have to agree. I like the under as well. Under 8-1 in the Rams' last 9 after allowing less than 250 total yards in their previous game. Then you look, the 49ers are 7-0-1 in their last 8 after allowing more than 250 passing yards in a previous game. And I think we got a lower scoring, both teams running the ball. 6-2 the last 8 in San Francisco. These divisional games like this are always hard hitting, lower scoring, beat the snot out of each other. So I like the under. I lean the Rams in this one. By the hook, Rams -3.5. I think they got a chance to win it by double digits. It's kind of like what we seen with Dallas the week before, where Dallas looked awful and the Rams looked awful last week. I think they bounced back. I think San Francisco is that bad. So I lean Rams, but I like the under better.
Matthew Stafford. Someone here says Matthew Stafford is a bad QB because they don't like that. I just ragged him there, but he's 74-90 as a starting quarterback.
I don't think Stafford's that bad.
He sucks. Terrible.
No.
Terrible.
He's not terrible.
Terrible. Just because
23 touchdowns, 6 interceptions.
Just because the guy has arm strength and those sort of things doesn't mean he's a good quarterback.
QB rating of 110 or 111. I don't know. He's not bad. You could do worse.
What do you think Aaron Rodgers' record would be on that team?
Oh. Well,
what do you think his numbers would look like on that team?
But yeah.
What do you think Matthew Stafford's numbers would look like on the Packers? Probably worse than they do it on the Lions.
He just takes too long. He thinks too much.
He can't think at all. He's a dumbass. I mean, he sucks. He's terrible at Georgia, and the same here. It's just like he has a big arm. That's about it.
Yeah.
But he's not like a good quarterback. He's not like a leader. He's not like, oh, let's all rally around Matt Stafford and he's going to lead us on to victory. He's got no guts. Like with Aaron Rodgers, it's like total trust in this guy. And Tom Brady, it's like, all right, we got this, It's like Matthew Stafford, it's like, oh, shit.
He's unpredictable. You don't know what you're going to get.
Well, we know what we're
going to get. He can make those long bombs down the field and get it there, but then he can throw right to the other team. So I'm going to go on the under too. I don't trust in the quarterbacks on either side of the ball here. So I think this one stays under that number and the defenses play a stronger game than the O's.
I like the under as well. Also keep in mind, 49ers have won 1 game in their last 9 at home.
We all agree. That's scary.
Well, because you have two bad quarterbacks, and you have two teams.
I don't think the Niners defense is all that bad. I think the Rams defense underperformed last week. So
The Rams defense underperformed because the offense hung them out to dry. The difference in the game last week was the 2 turnovers by Stafford right within a 2-minute period. That was the difference in the game. So it wasn't the defense that underperformed. It was Matthew Stafford who hung his team out to dry again, just like he did in Detroit week after week. And then it said, "Oh, but he's on the Lions." Yeah, but he threw that interception in the end zone, right? When all he had to do was really take a knee, and they would have been on the 1-yard line and punting, right? Instead, he threw an interception, hit the guy right in the chest. They didn't get a touchdown on that play, so that went against the defense. Then what did he do? His very next play, throws another interception. Horrible one. And the Titans score again. And then you blame it on the defense? Oh, the defense had a bad day. No, Matt Stafford had another bad day. He cost his team the entire game. It was 100% his fault. We understand it's a team sport. You win as a team, lose as a team. But we don't play that game here. Everyone knows that. We point fingers and assign blame. That's how it works.
That's exactly how it works here.
If you're looking for the win as a team, lose as a team, there is no I in team stuff, then you're at the wrong place. You know? We say, you know, there are certain people in this locker room who aren't pulling their weight. We're not going to mention any names, but they know who they are. And then we mention the names. I mean, that's what we do. This is who we are. We're not going to pretend to be something we're not, like we're better people than that, because we're not.
Oh God, no truer words being spoken this morning.
It's like, I'm just being honest with you guys. I mean, I'm just calling it like it is. You think Rod's not a finger pointer?
No.
Rod's been pointing fingers since for a very long time. He was always a finger pointer. He'll remain a finger pointer.
I'm not a fan of ESPN, but they got Stafford.
It's snowing. Like crazy.
Stafford's ranked number 8 overall among quarterbacks.
Yeah, and I rank them number fucking 100. in talent evaluation.
I'd have to agree.
I mean, let's look at who they've got in the studio there doing football. Dan Orlovsky, who's unbearable, right? I mean, this guy's just a jerk face. Okay, Ryan Clark. I mean, did this guy even? I mean, he talks about like, you know, these guys and stuff, and like, you know, how Aaron Rodgers like used bad judgment or something. Like, you're smarter than Aaron Rodgers. How about not even close? How about not even close? Let's do it like an IQ test between you two. Or a medical, let's do a medical capacity test. Like, who has a better medical knowledge, Ryan Clark or Aaron Rodgers? I'll put $1 million on Aaron Rodgers. And I'm not even like joking, saying like, oh, I'll just put $1 million. I will seriously put $1 million on Aaron Rodgers in that. Cash. I'll put it on the table. It'll slump him. I don't know who the hell those guys think they are.
My argument is that Stafford's not awful.
These guys on that network, every single week, it's just a different glorified headline about something that's like projecting 16 weeks from now, you know, just to get people to tune in. They're not trying to help you today. They're talking about, oh, are the Cowboys the best team in the NFC? Are they the worst team in the NFC? Is the Cleveland Browns, you know, is it time to pull the plug on Baker Mayfield? Oh, they've won a few games. Are the Browns going to the Super Bowl? It's like, come on. Dan Orlovsky knew anything about football when he was under center getting his ass whipped. I mean, he was on the Lions too. Why is it so? He was when he was on the Lions, it's his fault, right? But when Stafford's on the Lions, it's the Lions' fault. I mean, what the hell's what? I mean, come on, you know. They don't give that Lions quarterback job just to anybody. It's a special position. You got to be a special QB to play quarterback for Lions. Yeah, we just did NFL picks. Brian, what are you selling today?
Well, I got my Monday night money shot 3-pack, my 3 best bets. It's my NFL, my NBA, and college basketball. 3 picks, $40 at PickDawgz.com.
Rod, what are you doing?
And for me, we have a little losing day. We went 4-5 yesterday. So nice little bounce back day with monumental Monday. These 4 college basketball rim rockers and my 10-star NHL top shelf best bet of the day. We had our NHL best bet of the day yesterday. We're going to keep it rolling. We're going to roll into the college basketball. You can get my monumental Monday
You could also break it into like another 3-pack with like 2 other college, or let it fly solo as its own NBA solo slam dunk for $25. How about that? Make it special. Guarantee it.
Okay.
Guarantee it.
I'll guarantee that NBA play, and I'll put it up there. It's $25.
How about $20? How about 20? It's Monday.
How about 15?
How about 15?
I don't think the system would let him do that. I don't think it lets him.
We'll see.
It does.
I think
it does.
It only lets Mitch, I think.
No, it doesn't.
What do I know?
No, it doesn't.
I'm gonna put it in right
No,
now.
I get to say.
Settle the bet. I say it doesn't work.
I'll bet you it does work.
I say it does.
I say it does.
I'm gonna get on the side that it does.
I say it does.
See, we even have to gamble on this stuff.
No, well.
Want to buy a hat? Biddler hat?
I'll bet you the hat that Rod owes me. Gonzaga hat, the good ones, not the flaming ones. Joe, what are you selling while settling this argument?
That's okay. I got 3 picks, 1 in the NFL, 1 in the NHL, and 1 in NBA today. So head on over to PickDawgz, you guys.
Just like how to get stuck working with these guys.
It's Monday. It's a Monday that definitely feels like a Monday. Most Mondays don't feel like a Monday to me. They feel more like a Wednesday because we're so busy on the weekends. But today definitely feels like one.
It does work. I just looked. So
for you, it doesn't, but Rod, it must. I can get it fixed, Brian. If you
no, it does work. It does work.
Oh, it does work. Yeah, because I told you, I said it.
You were right. I
said it. I know I was right. You know how I know? I did it myself, and unlike most people, I actually do it correctly. It's like, you don't have to do it 6 times. You don't have to ask me 10 times. I do it. That's how it works. Anyways, speaking of 10 times, we got 11 NBA games today. Going to be a gem of a day here with the NBA. I love this card. Cavaliers against the Celtics. Pistons against the Kings. Wizards against the Pelicans. Ingram back last game, and they win. Atlanta Hawks against the Magic. Joe, what do you think of these 4? Do you believe in magic?
Actually, I do believe in magic today. I think this is one of those games they are finally going to cover the spread. I don't think they're going to win this one straight up, but give me them plus the points today. I'm sorry. I was just typing something. And which other ones did you say? The Rockets and the Suns?
No.
And the Heat, right?
Nope.
No?
None of those.
Okay. Where'd you go? Because Magic's all the way at the bottom of my list, so I must have put in the wrong time zone.
Nice to know that Joe listens to me when I'm talking.
I'm sorry.
we go in time order, so all the 7 p.m. Eastern ones?
7 p.m. plus the Magic. So it's
my
the
notes
Pistons,
are all over the place
Pistons,
based on
Kings,
what I liked.
Pistons, Kings, Cavaliers, Celtics rematch, and the Wizards against the Pelicans.
Okay, give me the Cavs as well. I know I like that one. I must be looking at my wrong notes for today. I like the Cavs and I like the Magic. I know I like those 2 in that time slot.
Joe Madden.
Can't find my notes.
Making stuff up.
There's my Magic. Why is it like, and then you said you didn't say the Suns. My Suns are grouped in with my same thing. Okay, I found my notes. I was just on a different tab from the other day. So yeah, give me the Cavs plus the points over the Boston Celtics. I really do think they are going to get a nice home win in this one. And then I think the Pistons can come out. I think the Kings have such bad defense that the Pistons have this one. I know they haven't been putting up the points. It's actually really bad how many points they've been scoring. But I think against this bad defense of the Kings, they'll be able to get it done at home.
I like the Cavaliers against the Celtics. They just beat them, so why not? Mobley's playing well. I like this guy. I liked him in college. I think he's going to be a star. I think if he bulks up a little bit, he's going to be really good. He's going to be a handful. He's going to be one of the best players in the NBA. This last draft could go down as one of the better drafts that there's been. Like the Cavs. hate the Pistons. Coming off of the big win, they scored 127 against Toronto. That's like more points than they scored. I heard an interesting stat today. Brian, you'll like this one. The New York Jets have given up more points in the last 4 games than the Baltimore Ravens gave up in 2000.
That was pretty bad yesterday.
Yeah. They've given up 10 more points in the last 4 games than the Baltimore Ravens gave up in the entire 2000 season.
I don't understand why they didn't have Johnson in there yesterday, but what do I know?
Well, at least that was the best thing that could have happened to the Jets. It was the best thing that could have happened to them. Because now the Mike White thing is over. Right? You don't have to worry about this guy. You go to your first-round draft choice, the number 2 guy taken in the whole frickin' draft, right? And you go back to him. He's your guy. He's your future. You traded away your other first-round pick, your 4th guy pick overall guy that you took, or 3rd pick overall guy, and you go to this guy. He's your guy, and you live and die with him, not Mike White.
That's pretty sad.
I mean, how hard is this? How hard is this? I don't know. Let's give this. It's kind of like the Jalen Smith thing. At least the Cowboys got it right. It's like, why do I give this guy $15 million to be second string on my team? I'm not doing it. It's like I'll eat 8 of it to not have to pay him 15. Smart. I like the Wizards against the Pelicans. I don't care if Ingram's playing. Line's up a half a point. Does that mean Beal's playing? What does our betting tools say? Betting tools. Key injuries, NBA. Too much stuff on my screen. Players. NBA. Key injuries.
Beal is out.
Out. Personal.
Out.
And for the Pelicans, just Zion out. See, Ingram played in the last game. They played well with him. Makes it interesting. I took the Wizards in my video, but kind of leaning towards the Pels with the points here. Might be some value. Brian's like, I kind of like the Pelicans here, 16%.
Well, if you want to find out who I have in the Pelicans Wizards, tune in to the drive through today. I'm doing that pick. So tune in, check it out.
Wow.
Is it my turn?
Rod, who do you got in Brian's drive-through pick? I'll bet you $20 he's got the Pelicans.
Yeah, it's a shocker. You never know.
I bet $20 he's got the Pelicans team.
Joe, you want any action
I'll
on
take
this?
that.
Joe, you want to take any action on this?
I'm trying to read his face right now to see if he
There's no face
flinched
to
at all
read.
when you guys said it.
There's no face to read. Brian's an open deck here. Brian plays his cards with the cards facing out.
You guys have known him a lot longer than me, so you can read him like a book. I'm getting used to it.
Brian's got the cards. It's like all the cards are facing you.
Well, you just have to check out the Tony T email because it's forwarded to everybody here. So there's
I
the
delete
answers
those,
right there.
except for my day, which is Wednesdays.
I only get it if it's my day.
Yep.
I don't get it
them every
at
day.
all.
Well, you can, Joe.
Not yet.
You can.
Not yet.
It's coming.
No, not yet. Everybody got to be on the drive-through.
No.
You got to do at least one pop-in day.
Yep.
You
I
better
do it.
pick one. Monday to Friday. You got to do one.
I do it. I do
You've
it.
been ducking it long enough.
Yep.
It's time you do one day on the drive-through.
Yep.
Huh? What?
Well, she can come on
Everybody
today
has
with
to
me.
do a day on the drive-through. Yeah, you got to pick a day.
Joe knows Tony. She does the show. We do the show together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do. I like Tony a lot.
Yeah.
See, it's not as bad as what you're thinking it's gonna be. It's
Oh no,
not.
I don't think Tony's bad at all.
She's never had.
I like his show.
She's never had the Ruffalo cross-examination.
Exactly.
He's been cross-examining lately. That's
Oh,
for
he's
sure.
total cross-examiner. It's like, Chris, what do you think of the play? Who are you to question? It's like this is my. I get 5 minutes on this show. That's it. You're here every day. I don't get to cross-examine your picks. Who's cross-examining you? I go after him on mine. So if I listen to him, I could cross-examine him. I should just open with I should change my pick this week and just do a cross-examination of his pick instead of the pick I was supposed to give out. All right. Other than that, I like the Magic against the Hawks. We got the Pacers against the Knicks, the Nuggets.
I don't believe in Magic, so I'm gonna take the Atlanta Hawks. You skipped right over me. So I'm gonna take the Atlanta Hawks.
We glossed over.
They only play good.
We glossed over.
I know you glossed.
It was a gloss.
Rod
takes it so personally.
I think it was on purpose.
He's like, he takes it so personally. He like doesn't realize like I'm totally sidetracked. Talking about 8 different things. We're talking about the drive-through.
Yeah, I know. I know we were talking about the drive-through. It was just I was patiently waiting my turn.
We just glossed right over.
We always get sidetracked. We do that all the time. We're like this. We're like, yeah.
All right.
We'd get for drunken driving for sure if someone was following us with the way we bounce around.
We glossed.
So for me in this one, I like the Atlanta Hawks. They play solid at all. They just pounded the Bucks at home. I can tell me they're not going to beat up on the Magic. I don't believe in Magic here. I believe in the Hawks. They're a solid team at home. 4-1 at home. 4-1 against the number. They come out and pound the Magic in that one. I'll take the Pelicans plus the points. I think that's a closer game than people think. And I'm with you. Give me the Cavaliers over the Celtics. Celtics like play one good game and then they play a bad game and then I don't think they have any interest in this game. So give me the Cavaliers on the money line. I think the outright the Celtics. The 3 I like there.
You got the Knicks and the Pacers, the Chicken Nuggets against the Mavericks, the Grizzlies against the Rockets, and the Timberwolves against the Suns. I definitely like the Rockets plus the points against the Grizzlies. No doubter. And I also like the Pacers against the Knicks. The Knicks have become like the Pacers. It's like last year they got to the playoffs and turned the whole thing around by having the number 1 defense in the NBA. This year they just throw up 3-pointers the whole game. It's like they don't even play defense because they got beat by the Hawks in the playoffs who were scorers, right? So they're like, well, we got to score more points. Yeah, so we just won't play defense at all. What is that? You know what it is? When Kemba Walker goes there, this is why he gets traded so much. The whole defense just collapses because he don't play. He doesn't play defense. So it's like, right? So it's like he runs the other way. It's like someone's going to shoot. Oh, no way, man. I might, the ball might tip my hand.
You might land on you.
Oh, my gosh.
Right.
It's like, I don't want that to happen. Yeah, it's like, I guess that's what it is. That's the only way I can explain it.
Right? Like,
what the hell is going on there? Anyways, those are the 2 I like in that slot. Brian, what do you think of that slot?
Yeah, I think overall it's going to be a public square fest in the NBA tonight. I'll take the Grizzlies and lay the points. Rockets are just horrible. It's just a lean, very small lean.
The Rockets are 4-2-1 against the number on the road. They're actually not bad.
Usually I like taking the Rockets or the Thunder buddies, but I'm going to take the Memphis Grizzlies here, and I'm going to take the Dallas Mavericks at home to put one on the Denver Nuggets. I think Nuggets going to start to. They need to get healthy.
Oh, we're going to have to get you a Luka jersey to go with your Lakers hat.
So Nuggets and Grizzlies laying the points, and I think the Pacers Knicks I'm going to do on the VIP show later. So that's all for me.
The Mavs are one of the worst cover teams. They stink at it. Rod, what do you think?
For me, I have to agree. Give me the Grizzlies over the Rockets. Rockets are just awful.
But they're 4-2-1 against the number, getting 11 points against the Grizzlies, who lost to. The Grizzlies got smoked by who was it? Was it the Rockets that smoked them? Someone just smoked them recently, like bad. Oh, the Suns, the Hornets, and the Pelicans. The Pelicans lit them up, 112-101. That was the Ingram return game last time out. They got crushed.
There's another team that doesn't play defense. Memphis doesn't play defense.
Not at all. They've lost 4 of their last 5 outright. And you guys are laying.
They can easily.
You guys are laying almost a dozen points with them.
Yeah, because they can outscore Houston. Houston's offense is ranked 27th, and they're awful. So both of these teams don't play any defense. They're not built for playing defense. So in a run and gun, I'll take the Memphis Grizzlies over the Rockets. So,
Well, if you can become a capper here too by joining our contest and give out square plays like these guys.
It's a square Monday for NBA, I think.
I agree with you, Mitch. I'm going to take the Rockets plus the points. I think it is too many. I think the Grizzlies win, but not by that many.
That's why you're Brian's favorite capper, because you always agree with me.
And then I'm going to go with the under in the Pacers and the Knicks game. I know there's no defense, but I think this one gets the under. 6 of the last 8 have hit the under between these two. I think defense steps up, and I'm kind of leaning on the Knicks might be able to do something tonight. Little lean. I'm not taking a side in this one.
The Grizzlies' defense has actually improved because now they're only 29th. Teams are only shooting 47.9% against them. So almost half the shots that teams take against them are finding the bottom of the net against the Grizz.
Still going over. Take the over.
The Rockets, the Rockets are defending the perimeter. That's where it all begins, to turn things around. You got to defend the perimeter. You can't let these guys just shoot threes. Unless you have Kemba Walker, then you're not going to do that, right? Because he won't. He doesn't. He goes.
Rockets are also in a back-to-back, I believe.
Yep.
So what? Like that's going to make a difference to these guys, the Houston Rockets. Come on.
I'm a guy that takes these kind of teams all the time. I just don't see it tonight.
Oh, they're winded from that 89 points they scored last night. I mean, come on.
Their legs are going to fall off.
Yeah, 89 points really took it out of their sails. It's like, we did put up 89 last night against the Suns. They're terrible. How many did Wood have? Wood had 17 of them. Porter Jr., 12. Green, 12. Gordon. Yeah, this is an organization going absolutely nowhere. It's just terrible. Oh, my God. So, Tate, here's your stat line for you, Brian, for Rocket backers. And here's one. If this stat line doesn't put you on the Rockets, nothing's going to. So, Green was 4 of 14 from the floor, 0 for 6 from beyond the arc, 4 of 4 from the free throw line. He scored 12 points. He had a negative 32-point differential. It's on the floor. And it gets even better. Tate was 0 of 2 from the floor, 0 of 1 from beyond the arc, did not hit a free throw, scored 0 points in 21 minutes and 17 seconds, and had a negative 30-point differential.
Awesome.
Oh, my God. Oh. This 3 of 5 from the floor, 2 of 4 from beyond the arc. This guy's the center. He's 2 of 4 from beyond the arc. Scored 8 points, minus 26 differential. Yeah, we'll have to remember next time the Rockets play the Suns. Not going to be good. I had the Suns last night as a premium pick in that one, but I like the Rockets today. Joe, you done with you had the Rockets. You got any other picks there?
No.
Chicken nuggets?
No, I'm not trusting the Nuggets tonight. I'm going to stay off that one. See how they come out.
Brian likes the garlic ranch dipping sauce. Chick-fil-A. It's his favorite.
I'm getting hungry for lunch. I'm thinking about it.
Garlic ranch. That's his flavor. We've been down this path before. He drinks it.
Got to get on the hot sauce. Telling you.
I can't. My mouth would break out. I get ulcers in my mouth from that. Too acidic.
Oh. Even like chili flakes?
No, I couldn't
like
do
chili flake hot sauce.
If I called him a pussy, would I get in trouble?
Yeah.
All right.
Hey, there's people that can't drink. They're lactose intolerant, or there's people that can't have peanuts. I just have a problem.
When I was a kid, everyone could have peanuts. We had peanut butter and jelly every day.
You know what I think part of it is? Pregnant women don't eat peanut butter anymore. They're told not to for the last 20 years. I think that's where our peanut allergies are coming from.
I think
that's just me, though.
Because your kid doesn't eat dirt. When your kid comes out of the womb, you should just slap some peanut butter into his mouth and a mouthful of dirt and good to go. not slather them in hand sanitizer instead. Like, come on, man. We ate dirt as a kid, and our immune system actually had to work and build up some tolerance. Not just
Never ate
slather
dirt.
everybody in hand sanitizer all the time. It's like, come on.
Never ate dirt.
Some
I ate
bugs
sand.
are good. Some little bugs and bacteria are good.
Well, speaking about eating dirt, we've got the Thunder against the Heat. We've got the Trailblazers against the Raptors. That one's interesting. The Trailblazers only win at home, and the Raptors only win on the road. So something's got to give. And the Lakers and the Bulls on the back-to-back impressive win last night against the Clippers. Thunder, I'm telling you, they're not like a novelty act here. 7-3 against the number, the Thunder buddies, in their last 10. And I know Brian doesn't like them. He jumped off the ship with us last week, and I know they lost last night, but they had won 4 games in a row outright, and they had covered 5 in a row. And now here they are against the Miami Heat, who Brian thinks is the most public team in the world, even though he read his numbers incorrectly. Rod, what do you think of these 3?
Well, and these ones, I have to agree. I'll take the Thunder plus the points. I think that's too many points, too many question marks on the Heat and who's playing, who's not. So I think it's a closer game than the 9. And I like the Raptors and Portland under the number. Raptors been playing solid defense, and I think they shut down Portland. And forget it, like a first to 100 wins this game. Lean to the Raptors, but I like the under a little bit better in that one. And they're begging you to take the Lakers. Give me the Bulls. Lakers at +1. They're begging you to take the Lakers. Come on, take the Lakers at +1. Come on. You want to. Give me the Bulls. They win back-to-back.
Brian?
Yeah, I agree with Rod. They are begging you to take the Lakers. It hasn't worked thus far, but I think the Chicago Bulls are just the better team. Both teams on a back-to-back. I also like the Thunder plus the points. I think it's just too many points against the Miami team. You're not sure who's healthy or not, who's going to play by the time it tips off. So I'll take the Thunder and the Chicago Bulls.
Joe?
Yeah, I'm with you guys. The Bulls, they were +1 this morning when I first looked at this, -1 now. I think they definitely come out and get a nice win on this one. They're 10-4 against the spread in their last 14. I think their defense is going to be the difference in this one. I think they're just so strong. I'm not stepping in front of this team. I think the Lakers just have too many question marks for injuries right now. So give me the Bulls.
Go to the college hoops. We've got a game starting very shortly. Nicholls State and Baylor. Anyone care, Rod? This is your sort of game.
I think Baylor blows them out. Blows them out of the water.
You don't think that 3.5-point line move bothers you at all?
No, that doesn't bother me.
Nicholls State 3-0. This is
I
the 4th game
that,
of the season.
I
Not playing it.
Just humping up on. I have no bet on it. I'm just not bringing it play, but I would take Baylor if I was going to.
All right. Well, we got an NHL. We'll do the 2 NHL games then. Brian or Joe, you guys care about that Baylor game? I personally don't.
Nope. No, I don't care.
I don't either. Lightning
I
Islanders.
think Baylor's defense is going to come out solid. They look solid in their first game, so I don't know enough about the other team, though, to put a bet on it.
Well, it's a nice
They're
state,
rolling.
Nicholls. Good. Joey Nicholls. I'm going for Nicholls. Joey Nicholls? No. Maybe I'll change my name, my capper name. Mitchie Nichols. I'll spell it like Nickels. Lightning against the Islanders and the Blue Jackets against the Red Wings. Just 2 NHL games. Tomorrow I'm going to start entering premium picks on hockey, and we'll see how that goes with my premium picks. Yep. I'll join in. I'll throw my hat.
You'll go from being good to losing every game.
Oh, of course. I'll throw my hat in the ring. Watch El Niños kick my ass all over the place. Skate all over me like a rented goalie. cross-checking me into the boards. I've actually tried. I'm from Florida, so we don't grow up on the ice and stuff. But I actually tried shooting a puck on the ice with a stick. I can rollerblade and stuff. I was able to do it after a couple minutes, but it's not as easy as it looks to be able to do all that stuff because your weight shifts and all of that other stuff to get that momentum behind it. My roommate was in college was one of the best hockey players in college hockey. He took me he had to practice all the time in the summer and stuff, and he took me to the rink. He play they do pickup games. And he would I would just try and stay up, and he would just pass it back to me because he'd be right in the, he'd always be have it in the clear, for the breakaway, and he'd just flip it back to me like that. Terrible. All right.
They make it look easy.
Oh, they make it look super
easy.
It's the type of thing that if you did it all the time and you grew up doing it, it would be second nature. But it was if you just go out there and just pick up a stick, it's not like just skating around.
No,
it's not like just it's not like
you're gonna get free.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You won't even see it coming, and all of a sudden you get run right over.
Yeah. Oh yeah. People did it to me, when he would pass it back to me. People would give me a shot or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
They
as soon as you got the puck, you're fair game. Get him.
Yeah, but it's the nice thing is that when your friend is the guy that can that can skate circles around them, there's the payback aspect.
Yeah. That's my goon.
Well, the thing is that my friend who played, and he played professionally too. He played for the Sabres. You would not know him from he was a professional athlete from another guy walking down the street. He was just some guy, just a guy in decent shape. He wasn't big or whatever. He had played in 5 leagues at a time growing up. Anyways, you like these games, Brian? And you're a big
I'll tell you
fan.
what, out of those 2 games here, I think they're both bettable as far as the free picks go. I think the Detroit Red Wings are worth a shot at plus money. Columbus, I think, is off 2 straight losses. I think both teams were off yesterday. So for me, I like the Detroit Red Wings here on the money line.
Lean to the Blue Jackets on the puck line for me, Rod.
I'm going to take Detroit as well. I think me and Ruffalo were fighting this one out on the video. So I like Detroit. He likes Columbus. Just like they said, the Blue Jackets have lost a couple, and their defense has not looked this good. And I think Detroit can take advantage and get themselves a win here over Columbus. I like Detroit.
I have a good center of gravity. I mean, I surf. I have really good center of gravity. To me, it's just what it is that it's not a matter of balance. It's a matter of anchoring yourself to get that leverage to take the shot, right? Because it's you don't think about it, right? So it's you're moving. So you don't, it's not like your feet are planted on the ground and you're just taking a shot like a golf ball. It's you're on the ice. So you got to know how to anchor yourself in to be able to take that shot or maneuver your body weight that you can do that while you're moving. And it's that's something you have to practice and learn. It's not something that is going to be natural to everybody. Well, my center balance is, I can surf.
We need a PickDawgz hockey game.
I could surf a 20-foot wave. Believe me, you need balance to do that.
PickDawgz hockey game? Bad.
PickDawgz hockey game. It would be America versus Canada. You got Ruffalo and you guys out in one team.
I'm gonna tag someone in for me. I can't stand on skate.
I have to
Give me
skip
rollerblades.
that. I might have to call in sick that day.
Australia.
I might have to call in sick that day.
I'm gonna pull a Ruffalo.
I'll be under protocol. The protocol. I can't do it.
Right.
Protocol.
I just can't skate. If we're playing road hockey, I'm down. We're playing road hockey, I'm down.
I can do rollerblades. I could
There
probably.
you go. See, that's road hockey.
I'm
Road
sure I
hockey
could. I'm sure I could. I'm sure I could do it now because I actually picked up rollerblading long after that. So I'm sure I could do it now. But
That ice really hurts when you hit it, though, Mitch. It hurts.
I lived in Chicago. You don't have to tell me about landing on the ice. Fell on my keister a number of times. It's like, what, you think I was always just waiting out there for the 36 bus when it pulled by?
I love you remember the number even. Much of an in-back.
Oh, the 36 State Street.
No, wait.
That's exactly how it.
You're waiting. I know I was a bus driver. That's the best. Here he comes. Look, he's almost at the door. Look, he's almost at the door. Oh, I didn't see him, and they drive away. I swear there's bus drivers that do that to you. Just as you get to the door, they're like, oh, I didn't see you, and drive away.
Larry knows the 36. He knows the Larry's like, I know everyone on that bus, man. Crazy Mary's on that bus. It's like, everyone, it's like, if you've ridden the 36, you know Crazy Mary, too. She's nuts. She's a yeller. Everyone knows Crazy Mary. Chicago.
I love it.
What do you got here, Joe, in these two gems?
Yeah, I'm going to take the Islanders over the Lightning. I think their defense is going to be the difference. Their defense has been holding so strong, holding teams to 2.55 goals per game on average. Versus the Tampa Bay Lightning, I know their offense is really jiving, scoring 3 goals per game. I think the New York Islanders started off slow, and I'm looking for them to have a bigger game. I do think this one stays to the under. I think the defense just will really limit Tampa today. So take the Islanders. Beautiful plus money with them tonight.
All right, we go to college hoops. We got a decent card. It's like the card today and tomorrow, there's big cards. Baylor out to a 9-5 lead on Nichols. Here's a beauty for you, Brian. Here's one. Kennesaw State taking on Carver Bible College. 40.5 for Carver's getting in that one. They're 0-3 this season up against Kennesaw. Indiana, Iwapui against Denver, neutral site game. We got Bowling Green, Ohio State. This one at the Value City Center in Columbus. UMass, Penn State. This is an odd one. I took Penn State in the video, but Ohio versus Bob Morris. Quinnipiac against Holy Cross. Virginia Tech versus Radford. Clemson against Bryant. Old Dominion against the Jaspers. Brian loves those Jaspers.
I like the Manhattan Jaspers on a Friday.
Brian's big on those Jaspers. That line's dropping. Hopefully you got it at the 9.5. LSU against Liberty. This is one of those games that's it's a high rotation number game, but it's actually a pretty decent game. Marquette against Illinois. Kofi Coburn, last game of his suspension. Conveniently enough. South Florida against North Carolina A&T. Presbyterian, 1-ho, 2-ho, red-ho, blue-ho up against the Citadel. This line is a mover. It's gone 4.5 points through 0. The Blue Hose were +1. Now they're -3.5 against the Citadel, who blew out Clemson, right, in their opener? Or Pitt. Did they beat Pitt? I think they beat Pitt in the opener. UNC Greensboro, the post-Wes Miller era, 2-0 against Coppin State. Going to cop something. Coppin. Duquesne, Dukes against Weber State. Is it Weber State or Weber State? We battle this out every year. We debate this. Romanelli is usually the voice of reason here. He's not here, so we'll continue to mispronounce it. I don't remember what he said was correct. Fordham against St. Thomas, the Timmies. Disappointing against Chicago State. And then Belmont against Furman. This one is we'll do these 7 o'clocks first. Then we'll hit that.
Ryan's going, oh my God.
Who's going first?
Oh
I'll go first if you want.
All right. Well, I'm ready.
I like Bowling Green against Ohio State. I think Bowling Green, even though they lost their best player, you asked me if I wanted to go first.
so I could yell at you after you take my pick.
So Bowling Green lost their best player from a year ago, but they returned the other starting 4, and they have the best, one of the best sixth men also coming back here. So they're a good team. Remember last year we won a couple bucks on them. They were a little disappointing in spots, but we won some money on them. Ohio State is basically one guy, right, this year. It's Liddell and everybody else. It's scored 29, 27, or whatever, 35, whatever. One guy and everybody else. So I think Bowling Green might be a little bit more well-rounded than them. I also like Penn State against UMass. UMass is not good this year. Not a good team. They lost by 20 to Yale, who lost by 100 to yesterday to Seton Hall. Embarrassed me because I gave out Yale in the video. Got hammered in that one. You guys really gave it to me. I appreciate all those fine comments on that pick. They only lost by 36. We were getting a dozen, so we only lost by 24. We're close. We're in it. I like Illinois against Marquette. Illinois is way more talented. And Shaka Smart, we haven't seen anything good come from him since he was at VCU. LSU, way more talented than Liberty, but I don't know. Liberty just always seems to find a way. But in this spot, they haven't done well. Last year, they played a similar game. They got crushed. That's it for me. I'll leave Greensboro to Rod. Rod, who do you like in this slot?
I like UNC Greensboro. Give me lay
right.
those points, and they're a solid team this season. I'll lay the points. They easy get to win in that one. UNC Greensboro. I'm with you. Give me Illinois. Illinois' depth this season is even better than last season. They got Coleman and Hawkins and Granderson and Curvello. These guys have all stepped up. And even without Kofi, they're averaging 16 turnovers a game, even without him. So give me Illinois. They're just so deep. They're deeper than last season. Give me Illinois and that one over Marquette. The other one I like Clemson over Bryant. Clemson's the better team. Bryant isn't that good. Clemson roll.
Clemson sucks too. Rod, don't give these guys too much credit.
Oh, yes, Clemson isn't like world beaters here, but they're better than Bryant. They're better than Bryant.
They beat Wofford. Congratulations. They're lucky the spread moved, or else they would not have covered the 8.5 that it originally opened at.
And then the other one, I like South Florida. Give me the Bulls over North Carolina A&T. They're 0-2 in the season. They may be 1-1 against the number, but the South Florida Bulls are a way better team, both ends of the ball. Give me the Bulls in that one. And I like the over in Citadel and the Blue Hose. I don't see a whole lot of defense being played in that one. It opened at 144. It's up to 146. I don't think that's enough. I think we easily get over 150 in that one. Give me the over in Citadel and the Blue Hose.
South Florida is just, to me, struggles to score points, which is important if you want to win games. Brian, whose picks do you want to steal?
Yeah, I agree with Mitch's picks. Actually, both of them. I like Bowling Green here, plus the points. I rode Niagara to a cover against Ohio State. I think I sweated out a little bit, but I think Bowling Green, this is a 10-point game for Ohio State again. And I like Penn State. It's a little bit public, but I think you're going to see the Nittany Lions beat up on teams like UMass this year. And the Blue Hose, I'm kicking myself for not being all over the Blue Hose this morning yet. I think it was -1. Now it's at 3.5, 4. I still like Presbyterian at this number. I think they get their second win of the season and third cover.
Joe, what color is your favorite hose?
Should I say Blue Hose? I don't know. I don't know the answer to that.
I don't know. We have our Blue Hose available.
I don't know. Yeah, in this time slot, I'm looking at Bowling Green 2 plus the points, you guys. I think them off a loss when they were a favorite is definitely going to work in their favor. We also look at Ohio State. They've failed to cover it yet in their first 2 games. And then I'm looking at Bryant over Clemson plus the points. I think they're also coming in strong tonight off that loss against Rhode Island. Clemson, I don't know. I think this plus 12 points, that's too much for me. 1-1 against the spread so far. So give me Bryant and Bowling Green's both plus the points.
Rod wasn't kidding about that $15. He's already got it out there. He's working double duty here. He's on the show. He's selling picks. He's making hot dogs. Got it all going on here.
Snowing.
Furman versus Belmont. Georgia Tech versus Lamar. Our man Lamar. Louisville, fresh off that loss to Furman, right? Is that who they lost to? Yep. Louisville, fresh off the loss to Furman, taking on Navy. North Dakota against Montana. One of my favorite Zappa songs. Eastern Illinois, Central Michigan. Missouri versus Kansas City. The Roos having a tough start to the season. So Missouri, another one of those situations, right? Transfer portal. It's like, well, we had a good season last year. We made the tournament. Okay, we'll see ya. Everybody leaves. It's got to be some sort of restrictions. SMU versus Northwestern State. Colorado versus Maine. Oh, God. I can't. Oh, my God. Yeah. You want to talk about a bad spot. Colorado's hasn't covered yet. 24 points. Buffalo against North Texas. That one, the line moved. Buffalo's good. That line moved 1.5 points. But North Texas is a team that's really been covering for us, right, for years.
Yeah, especially at the end of last season, they were really good.
Well, they've been for
really
years.
Covering.
For years.
Their conference tournament and
For years, they've been covering for us.
Green.
Texas Tech against Prairie View A&M. I won the other night with Michigan over Prairie View A&M. I don't know if Texas Tech has the sack to cover. Got TCU against Southern Miss. Last year was the first year that the coach of TCU, what's his name, Jamie. Oh boy, what's his name? They have a real famous Jamie Dixon. Yeah,
Jamie Dixon.
Last year was the first year he ever had a losing record, so he was just like, "I'm going to hit the transfer portal. I'm going nuts." But he has Miles coming back.
Nuts.
Remember Miles last year? He played Cade Cunningham really well. They played together, like in high school. They were like on the same team.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they were like 1 and 1A. Like Miles is awesome at TCU. I think they're going to be really good. I think, they beat Oklahoma State last year. All right, that's it for that 8:00 time slot. Brian, do you think anything here besides Montana against North Dakota?
Yeah, a few of these kind of piqued my curiosity. I like the St. Thomas Tommies over Fordham plus the points. It wouldn't shock me if St. Tommy's got an upset here against Fordham.
No chance.
You never know. You never know.
They got busted up by Chicago State.
I like St. Thomas Tommies.
You just like saying it. You just like saying it.
Yeah, you just like
saying it. I mean, it's like I like saying it too, but it doesn't mean I'm going to bet on it.
Georgia Tech minus the points here against Lamar. I know it's a lot of points here, but Lamar University, not one of my favorites. And Furman Belmont. When I first saw this line this morning, it looked like everybody wants to hump at Furman. Gosh. Yeah, I'm going to stick with that. I like the Furminators here against Belmont. I'm not a Belmont guy. There's people that like to hump Belmont, and I'm not one of them. Give me a Furman here plus the points.
Rod?
And for me, I like Belmont. I think they run right over Furman in that one. Double-digit blowout. Belmont comes to play. Then give me Prairie View plus the points against Texas Tech. I think that's too many points for Texas Tech to try to cover. They're not covering, 23.5 points. I like Prairie View plus the points there. I also like the Roos. They've looked awful to play their first two games. I think this third one they come out and they keep it closer, single digit in that one. Give me the Roos over Missouri. A few I like in that type.
It's all a ruse. Joe Madden.
And I take Buffalo minus the points over North Texas. I just think they're such a strong team as a favorite on the road. They are 4-0 against the spread in their last 4 road games. in that favorite spot against North Texas, who have not been covering at home. 1-4 against the spread in their last 5 games. And then I'm going to take a TCU minus the points tonight. I think their defense is going to be the difference. They're averaging 25 turnovers per game. I see them doing it again against a Southern Miss team. So give me TCU minus the points and the Bulls.
I like Colorado against Maine. Maine last time out, so they lost to Vermont in their opener, 82-47 in the border war. But then they played UMF last time. I don't even know who that is. It sounds like someone yelling at me in the car. You know, it's like UMF. It's like, I'm not even sure who the hell they are, but it was an online game. But it's like UMF. I'm in. You know, it's like I'm on UMF. 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 It's like we've all heard that. Don't laugh. You guys, what? Like no one ever said that to you? Yeah, I know Rod. I know a lot of people have said that to you. I'm sure.
Definitely.
Joe Madden acting all innocent up there.
What? I've never screamed that at anyone.
Oh.
I don't know what you're talking about.
No, you've been on the other side of it.
Oh, for sure I have.
Well, let me.
I kind of drive like an ass. That would be why.
Let me put this in terms you can understand. Colorado scores 91 points a game. Maine scores 59 points a game. Okay, 69, 79, 89, 32-point differential there. Maine allows 67 points per game, but one of their games was against UMF. I don't care if they're BMFs. I still never heard of them. And I'm going to take Colorado here. I think they blow them out of the frickin' gym in the altitude. If Vermont beat them 82-47, they were getting 27 in that game. Couldn't cover the number.
That's right.
I mean, anyway you slice that, right? So what is that? That's 14 and a half baskets. 13 and a half baskets they were getting. So we'll call it what it is. 12 baskets and a triple, right? 12 baskets and a 3. It couldn't stay within that of Vermont. You're going to go to Colorado and stay within the Buffs? I know their defense isn't very good, but they played Montana State and New Mexico, way better teams than this. I love New Mexico in that game. We all had New Mexico, right, against Colorado on this show. I don't understand it. I personally don't understand it. Washington takes on Texas Southern. Tulsa against Oregon State. Oregon State really disappointed me against Iowa State. Gonzaga against Alcorn State. This is a typical Gonzaga opponent.
I wonder if Rod has Gonzaga in this one.
Minus the 39. San Francisco against Samford. Fresh off that 80 points they scored on Florida in football. Arizona State against North Florida. Arizona State, as we predicted in our premium show, those that say I never get one right, they beat them outright. The Highlanders. Wisconsin, 5.5 points over my favorite coach, my very favorite. If I had a choice of who's my favorite college basketball coach, Ed Cooley, right? Ed Cooley's my guy, so. It's like, I love it. Cool. He's coaching right now. He's already sweating. He's already got the whole thing. He's got the jacket.
Night.
He's got the jacket off. He's sweating. He's yelling. He's working the refs. Cooley's like mad at his team's so true story. Cooley's mad at his team's 3-point shooting before they even played a game. It's like, I don't like the way we're shooting the 3. It's like, we haven't played a game yet. It's like, exactly. Anyways, that line's down from 7.5 to 5.5. I don't like this Wisconsin team. I think that this Wisconsin team could really go extremely one way or the other. You guys know the story on Wisconsin, right? I said this, and I was talking about it in my video today, but I'll repeat it. So what happened was that the radio announcer for Wisconsin was kind of joking around, saying, like, he named 5 Wisconsin guys playing in the NBA, and like he kind of was like, Zach LaVine, 24, right? These guys. And then Markkinen, right? And then he named the Wisconsin starting 5 from last year, and they were all older than the guys that were in the NBA that played for Wisconsin.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So they all left. They didn't take advantage of it. Like, it leaked onto social media. You know, it was all over the place. It was viral. So they all left.
Wow.
So this is like Wisconsin, normally a veteran team. So this is a young team, very young Wisconsin team, which they never have. So it's different for them. And, you know, they looked good and, you know, against Green Bay. But Ed Cooley's coming to town. We know he's already started coaching. He's working it up. He's working the refs. Ed Cooley's my guy. New Mexico, Grambling, and Cal, San Diego. Brian, you going to sit here and bet against Ed Cooley in front of me or what? This is what I know.
No, but I am going to take the Cal Bears here, 0-2, and then San Diego, 2-2. The Toros, everybody's humping up on San Diego, thinking they're
Aren't they the Tritons?
No, I looked it up. Well, at least the app says that they're the Toros. Maybe they are the. As far as I know, they're still the Toros. And I like Alcorn State plus the points against Gonzaga. I just like to fade the number 1 team in the land. I think Alcorn State can keep within 30. So
yeah,
give
it
me
is
Alcorn
Toreros.
and Cal.
Then who are the Tritons? UC San Diego?
Yeah, it's a different.
So there's 3 San Diegos now. All right. Lost track of my San Diegos. So there's San Diego State, UC San Diego, and then just San Diego.
San Diego. Yep.
Right.
Beautiful place to live.
It's nice. Mediterranean climate. They got a great taco.
I'd like to live there.
They got a great taco. I appreciate that. Good golf, good tacos, good surfing.
That'd be a beautiful place to live.
Cold water. Got to wear a wetsuit there.
Oh, do you?
Yep.
That's cold, hey?
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah. Not like here. Board shorts and a smile.
All oceans should be that warm. When I moved from Australia to Canada, I was 14, went running in the ocean off Vancouver, and I was shocked at how cold it was. I didn't think the ocean could ever be cold. It was like life-changing event.
Oh, it's cold.
It's close to the north.
It's warm
not
here.
Far from the pole. There's ice cubes.
At 14, I didn't know better.
I know, right? It's like, ooh, it's sunny. Look at the warm water. Oh, even in the middle of the summer.
So what do you like about Cal here? Because they stink, right? They lost
Cal
Matt Bradley,
stinks. They even, yeah, they
who I
do stink.
who I don't like, but
I think they're begging you to take. It's just a fade at San Diego at 2-0. I think they're begging you to take him at.
It's that time of the season. Rod, you like any of these games?
Yeah, I'm with Brian. I like Cal as well. Everybody's humping up on the Toreros, thinking, the Toreros are amazing. The Toreros aren't that good. Come on now. I think Cal easily gets a 6-point or more win in that one. So give me Cal in that one. I'm gonna go against. I think that number's long gone for Providence at the plus 7.5. It's not on a 5.5. I think Wisconsin wins by 6.
What?
I know that. Yeah, I know. I'm gonna go against Ed Cooley here.
Ed Cooley, baby.
This Wisconsin team is going to be young and surprise some people. They're solid. I think they come out and they surprise Ed Cooley and get themselves a win. I think 7.5.
No chance.
2 number.
Ed Cooley's going to go in there. Oh my God, he's already working the refs.
Yeah, he's trying. The refs are like, we have. I like Wisconsin. I think Wisconsin gets the job done there.
I'm an Ed Cooley guy. Joe?
I like Ed Cooley, but I think this Wisconsin team's young and
Ed Cooley's sweating right through the jacket right now. Just
right?
listening
He's
to
sweating
you.
already.
He's right
he's
through
like,
it.
Oh, this Wisconsin team's young. We're in trouble.
Joe? Ed Cooley? No Ed Cooley?
I don't know,
No
you
opinion.
guys.
No opinion on
No
Ed Cooley?
No opinion on Ed Cooley.
What up, Beaches?
He's my favorite.
Oh wait, that's the next segment. Sorry.
Yeah. Give me Oregon State minus the points over Tulsa. I think their defense is going to be the difference. And we look at Tulsa's defense; they can't stop anything. And I think Oregon State will pull away in this one. And then I do like San Diego plus the points. I think there's no momentum for California. And without that momentum, without them being able to do anything offensively, I think the San Diego team at least keeps it tight. I don't know if they win it because California is due for a win, but give me them plus the points. I think it's the best way to take it.
Ed Cooley's on Twitter. Coach Cooley, PC. He's tweeting about tonight's game. He's in the arena, of course.
He's tweeting about the arena. See, he's already in the arena.
He is in the arena.
He was there last night.
An hour ago, he tweeted from inside the Kohl Center. An hour ago.
What did he say?
He took a picture. He sent a picture. He said, looking forward to the tough challenge. Looking forward to the challenge of a tough road game tonight versus Badger MBB, and with the opportunity to represent the Big East MBB in the Gavitt games. Ed freaking Cooley. Ed Cooley, PC.
He makes good money coaching that team. Wow.
He's been there for 10 years. He coaches in the Big East.
I didn't realize that long.
Oh, yeah. He's in the Big East. Got to wrap this up. I actually have a call I have to go to. Totally forgot about it. Fresno State versus Idaho. Cal Poly, CSUS. Bethune-Cookman against Utah. Couple of Utes. UNLV versus North Dakota State. That was so weird that they hired. Who was it? They hired UNLV's coach. Was it Minnesota? Who was it that took him? Olsinger. It was like, what? He stunk there. St. Mary's again. It's like Sarkisian being hired at Texas. Just made no sense. St. Mary's versus Southern Utah. Washington State versus UCSB. Stanford versus San Jose State. I like the San Jose State in that one. That's the one. And Stanford's way underachievers, man. And I think San Jose State has a chance to win that outright. And then UCLA against Long Beach State. What up, Beaches? Brian, what up, Beaches?
It's not going to be word up Beaches tonight. I think UCLA, there's no letdown after that Villanova win. I think they're going to beat Long Beach by at least 30 points. And North Dakota State Bison, I'm going to take them plus the points against UNLV.
They got another game tomorrow. They got like back-to-back.
I like the Bison tonight.
They Bison the big one. No San Jose State for you?
Nope.
Wow.
North Dakota State and UCLA to run it up on.
Take a little look at San Jose State here. Trust me on this one.
Maybe.
I'll go into the YouTube comments. Trust me. Rod.
You're gonna say thank me tomorrow as well?
Thank me later. Thank me later on the San Jose State.
Yeah, that's way too many points for Stanford to cover.
Let me tell you something about San Jose State. Let me tell you a little something. This team has been the doormat of the Mountain West for quite some time. So Nebraska fired Tim Miles. They go out, they get Tim Miles who coached at Nebraska. But before he was at Nebraska, he was at Colorado State. And he took that program from where San Jose State was, from the bottom of the barrel, and they were good. By the time he left, they were real good. They were good enough that he got the Nebraska job in the Big Ten. He got fired at Nebraska like everybody does. And then he's back. He's at San Jose State. And San Jose State was able, with Tim Miles, was able to hit the transfer portal. They got guys from like Kansas, Kentucky. They're stacked. You're going to bust them up. Stanford's way underachievers. Way underachievers, man. Way underachievers. Anyways, Rod.
Just like in football.
Thank me later.
So I agree with you. Give me San Jose State plus the points in that one.
I agree with you.
And as much as I love to say, what up, Beaches, UCLA, I think Cronin and his whiteboard easily drop a plan to blow the Beaches out of the water. They easily, UCLA wins by 30 plus in that one. Easily. Not even close.
Joe,
I like.
How about you, Joe?
And I go with the over in that Long Beach one. I think with how bad their defense has been playing, I think UCLA can get the points on it tonight. I don't like taking that huge of a spread, but I think UCLA probably does it. But I like the over way more in this one.
How about the parlays, Rod?
All right, for me, we're going to go with take Illinois, play the points. I like give me Atlanta, blow up the Magic, lay the points in that one, and take Detroit on the money line over Columbus. Mixed sport today.
Brian?
Rams Niners under the total. Bowling Green plus the points over Ohio State. And the Chicago Bulls on the money line over Lakers.
Joe Madden?
Give me the Islanders, the Chicago Bulls, and the Cavaliers.
Utah over Bethune-Cookman. 30.5 points. Ed Cooley and the Providence Friars money line against Wisconsin. And TCU minus the 14 against Southern Miss. Thanks, everyone, for joining us. It was a lot of fun today. Hour and a half show. I think we're going to have these long shows with college basketball. Maybe a little less banter or maybe a little more. Who the hell knows? You got teams like UMF in there. It's like very tough to I can't lay off that. You know, I can't lay off that. I'm only human. You know, we're going to get those. You know, we're going to get those. It's going to happen. Oof. Carver Bible College is in for a hurting too. All right.
Watch out for Walla Walla.
40 and a half. Kennesaw State. You know you're in trouble when 1 and 2 Kennesaw State is favored by 40 and a half over you. Anyways, have a great day, everyone. We appreciate each and every one of you. I'm going to try and act more professional tomorrow. Make it a winning day.